Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Syracuse's offense will have the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Barmore. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around in that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get. And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had two last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. second down coming up. Just keeps slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Cajuns! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the backfield, he's open. Fouls through the defense. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He'll set up to throw. Unleashes one. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Orange will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. And they're able to make the tackle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, a fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They just keep firing. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. Fitted in the window for the score. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Finds the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Richard. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line. Go get to it and get the 1st down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Fires to the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Here comes the heat. He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Raging Cajuns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Reels it in down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Creates a little room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Got the first down and more. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's King. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Syracuse right back at it. He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Offense gets set for second down. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wants to throw on third down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Off play action. That's a fly. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the Raging Cajuns backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Complete downfield. Lots of running room. Inside the touchdown, Cajuns. And the route is on. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn them.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's shipped. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps looking downfield. Got his man. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Richard. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw. Gets it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away on 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Trying to barge their way in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.